You look fucking
All
jacked
right.
today, Jacob. You look jacked, bro.
Yeah, interesting. Intro. Welcome back, everyone. 3-ladz. We're here.
Jack lad.
Jacob looks jacked, but his team ain't jacked at the moment.
The jack shit.
Fuck it.
Yeah, doing jack fucking shit, man.
That's exactly what they fucking do.
All right, look. As you can see by the name of the title, it's celebration time. Some of us have something to celebrate. Some of us don't. Some of us have, expectations to look forward to the future and so forth. But look, let's just get straight into it, lads. It's been interesting year, coming from my perspective. Not as what I expected it to be, but yeah, look.
I could probably safely say majority of us fan base of all three clubs here would be surprised right now at this. If they were to think about what they wanted and what they expected from this year, really, and where the teams are right now, all three fan bases would be shocked or surprised.
I'll go on further and say, go back to the first episode of this season, when we started. And I can tell you right now, all our expectations were, and for each other's team as well, like all our expectations were very, very different. I'm not gonna lie, not that I disrespected Liverpool, but I was being realistic. I feel like, because you've got a new manager, you didn't bolster anyone at the time. You know what I mean? And I just pinned that fourth, even fifth, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I remember even saying,
I'm pretty sure we had them at third. I can check.
Yeah, we can definitely go back. Yeah,
still half a season.
But I know it's still half a season, but that's what I'm saying. Like just from the start, I had Man United at fourth, I think, as well. So like I expected, you know what I mean. Like I had high expectations. I don't know why, but I had high
14.
Yeah, I was gonna say
10 off.
I don't know, 10.
10 off, 10 home.
No, 10 places down the line, bro.
That's insane. But no, look. Crazy expectations, but look, we'll start off with Man City, and then we'll work our way around. So, going into the season, it was, hopes were high. We just come off a, Charity Shield win, and things were looking good. The Club World Cup win as well underneath our belt. Everything was looking okay. You know what I mean? And then even at the start of the season, which is weirdly where we start. The first 5, 6, 7 games. We usually where we usually start slow. We were doing okay-ish. Yes, there was leaks, and I remember every week I was coming on. I was like, guys, we look okay, but we're not the same. You know what I mean? But it wasn't apparent then what it is now, obviously. But anyway,
just standard start of the season City, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. And at the time, I was like, oh, this is high expectation, because usually we lose a couple or drop points here and there. But I think we'd won 6 in a row, and then our first drop points were against Arsenal. So where it all started, in my opinion. But anyway, look, things were looking good. And then, like I said, the Arsenal game. Look, that result wasn't the worst, but the outcome of the game was, what led to all the, led to our downfall pretty much, or not our downfall, but pretty much the slump that we've had this season. You know what I mean? And it is a slump. I'm not going to all right, we're fifth at the moment, whatever, but, that's not the City that we all know, we've come to know of.
Did Rodri get injured against Arsenal?
Yes, he got in. Well, this is the weird thing as well. People forget that Rodri actually didn't start the first 5 games as well in the season. He actually started against Arsenal. That was his first Premier League game. He was tired.
Weren't they?
Yeah, bro. He just come off the Euros. He was in the finals of the Euros and stuff. Yeah, and off a Club World Cup, blah, 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 all this stuff. So, long season as well. But look, they gave him a break. And I remember we gave him a break. And even at the time, we were doing okay without him. And then, he came back, and then out of nowhere, 10 minutes, not even, 20 minutes into the game, gets the injury. And it wasn't even like someone knocked him like, you know, tackled him hard, or he got into a 1v1 situation with, like, you know, where he twisted something. It was just, I remember it was a corner came in, he was running for it, and then you just see him pull up, and then bang, he's out. And yeah, then you just saw that capitulation just start going down and down, and then, well, honestly, no one could have seen what could coming next. You know what I mean? So yeah, the first start off with 1-11. Now it's 2-12. So get it right, buddy.
Don't worry, we're catching you with that record.
No, you worry about the teams around you. The teams around you, like Leicester and Ipswich Town and that, man.
I think the way you use the average on the Amram is like a 1 win in 6, roughly, isn't it? In the Prem?
I can't even remember, probably. Sounds about right. 1-5, 1-6. Only one with 1 is Man City.
That's what I mean. Make that, and you know what? That makes that last season worse.
Yeah, it does actually. It makes you look easier.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It makes it look like it looks worse. Like
shit,
if they actually
fucking shit up, but we're shit.
City just had the fact that they done well the first 5 or 6 games under their belt. If they started like this whole season, obviously they'd be down below you. So they'd be like, if City started the season like this, they'd be in Ipswich territory.
I mean, not Ipswich territory, but calm down.
If he's won 2 games in 12, that's like what, 3 games over 18.
Yeah, but you're saying we would win 4 games in the space.
If they started off the way,
half the season.
If you started the way you have done the last 12,
maybe, but that's a lot of what ifs, and you know, at the same time, what if Rodri didn't get injured and then we go out and win 5 in a row? You know, I can do that game as well. You know what I mean? I can play that game as well. But look, at the end of the day, there's not a lot to excuse. Look, not much people saw that happening. Yes, and then a lot of problems did pile on as well. But yeah, I've spoken about this week in, week out. We weren't prepared for this. We didn't rebolster that we usually do, and we paid the consequences. And this season, it's all about damage control and just keeping it up. But hey, look, you can't win them all. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have to have a drop-off season once in the blue moon. You know what I mean? Excuse the pun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Other big news coming up this month. Well, more for the whole of Premier League actually. The 115 charges should be commencing. We'll see what happens. No news, to be honest, I'll be honest with you, no news has really come out from our camp. Like, saying like,
I haven't heard much.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. To be honest, it's been very, like, I thought there would be more attention to it being so close to the date. But I know for some reason the media attention is not circulating around. It must because we were shit. If we were winning, I guarantee it would be all about 115 case. But yeah, no, look, at the end of the day, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I've told you before, either way, I just want this to be over with. So that shadow that's been looming over my club finally fucks off. Whether it's good or bad, either way, I just wanted to get it over and done with. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's been a long season, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, it's been a long season. It's been a long season, but
couple of scars on Pep's head.
A couple of scars on Pep's head. A few losses here and there.
Comments.
Crazy, saying something
insane. I just want my players back. Give me my players back.
Give that man his players back, and he'll win a title. All right. Simple as that. It's simple as that. He doesn't have his players, a poor man. Look, at the end of the day,
it's January. He's still got players, but
look, at the end of the day, January's come around. Well, January's here, so I'm looking forward to see what we do.
Expected
just to save our season, just to save the season, like I said, to keep the damage control and stay in the top 4, top 5.
What we need to get midfielders?
Well, we definitely need 1000%. We need midfielders. 100%. We'll need another defensive midfielder. That's for sure.
I reckon right back.
What about a right back? Yeah, a right back.
Yeah,
Back.
look,
We're gonna put
every time we look for a right back, we end up getting a centre back. So, I don't know.
Or a winger and then turning him into a right back.
Trent on the free.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Trent on the free. Well, maybe we'll scoop in for Real Madrid. You know what I mean? But
No, you
look,
can't talk to English clubs.
why can't you talk English club?
No, because it's you can only talk to English clubs when your contract's done. So it's 6 months you can talk to overseas clubs.
Right now, you can talk to overseas. Yeah.
Not looking good.
Well, speaking of Trent, do you think he's going?
Yeah.
He's going. He's out of here. Adios. Adios, amigos.
I don't know, I just reckon boyhood lad, you've seen all the rumours going around about your club. You're at the top of the table. If you're going to sign, wouldn't you just come out and say, chill out, I'm staying? This is my club, I'm not going anywhere. Why would you just let it build up and cause the club that your boyhood club so much anxiety around?
So is it confirmed that he's spoken to Real Madrid, or is that just an actual rumor?
No, hasn't spoken to Real Madrid, but Real Madrid put a 20 million bid in for him as soon as the January window opened, £20 million. And so they've signalled their look, we want him. Here's 20 million. Do you want to accept it? If you don't, then we'll go the other route and get him on a free type thing. So that's what makes me think
every club,
Yeah.
Every time they go for someone.
They're fucking great.
Like Perez,
the thing is, I'll say about it. Do I blame him for going? Fucking not really. It's shit going on a free transfer, but at the end of the day, if Real Madrid wanted you that bad, and you knew you were that good, you could sign a 2-year deal with Liverpool, and then leave for he could say, look, I'll sign a 2-year deal and then I'll leave for 80 million. Pay 80 million for me, and that's fair for my club, who is my boyhood club, who have made me who I am, who gave me the chance to be who I am today, who, Jurgen Klopp threw him in the mix. The club trusted him. Liverpool fans have backed him for so long with his shit defending allegations, Look, at the end of the day as well, it could just all be a bargaining chip to get more money out of Liverpool. I don't think anything concrete has come out either side to say he's staying or going. But just the general feeling, I think, amongst a lot of Liverpool fans is that he's going. Can understand, Real Madrid and all that, but at the same time, there's no guarantees. He is a good player, but he does have shaky defensive moments. I'll straight up admit it. He gets one-on-one with a good winger. He's getting beat. He's getting beat. If he is one-on-one with a good winger, he's getting beat. He is. If that winger's going past him or getting a shot off or something, 90% of the time. But what he does offer is incredible going forward. And it's it just adds a whole nother layer of when we can't break a team down or when a team's trying to press us. He's just got this ability to get one ball, bang, we're in. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard to replace that if he does go. I know everyone's, Conor Bradley's a good player. Conor Bradley's also shown us that he's a little bit injury prone. And he's not the same creative force. He's a bit of a different force going forward, a bit more like Robertson. We'll play a 1-2, go for the overlap, fast, direct, whereas Trent's a bit more creative, just the footballing brain on him is a bit different to 90 or most to most players out there. He's got that that De Bruyne thing with him. He's got the Fabregas. He's got that eye for a pass that other players don't have. Ozil, I know Ozil's a different player, but he had the ability to spot something that your general players can't spot, and Trent's got that as well. And he's got the ability to deliver it. So yeah, am I going to be angry if he doesn't go? A little bit. But
I was actually going to ask you about the anger part. So, are you more angry about Trent, like doing this and being like, why would you do this, bro? It's a bit selfish.
Like I just think,
especially doing it at this time.
I just
Or
think
is it more the owners not
it's
putting
the
in
owners as well? But I do feel like a lot of these players, look, even with Salah, like, he's upset he hasn't been offered a deal. We've left it long with him, but as well, like a lot of 95% of people were saying this would be Salah's last season, and the next year he's going to Saudi. Like, bro's pulling out better numbers than he ever has consistently. Like, he's probably better now this season than he has ever been, and he's 32 years old, turning 33. Like, I don't think anyone had any, like, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really. I've seen other players play well when they're older, but I haven't seen a player be better at 32 than he was at 27, 28. You hardly see that. So he's a bit of a phenomenon. He's like, Messi and Ronaldo is probably going to play at the highest level until he's 38 or something. Now it's becoming evident. Everyone can see that that's going to happen, or at least 35. So, yeah, give him the 2-year deal, but I can understand the hesitancy to give him a deal before for too long. And then with Van Dijk, he's just obviously, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with him. But sign that guy up for another 5 years as a centre back. He's only in his early 30 years.
He'll stay.
Fucking so good. Van Dijk and Salah will stay. I've got no real worries about them, especially with how we're going this season. And like, they're both so important. Salah is like on the brink of, really cementing his name in Premier League, like top status. Like, yeah, he's another season or two away of doing this, and like, I would probably say he's probably been the best player in the Premier League. But the Premier League scene, not the English football's ever seen, but the Premier League scene. If he does this for another season or two, I would say he's probably the best ever. So I feel like he will stay because of that reason as well.
Better than Henry?
Got better numbers.
Yeah, but it's Henry's style points as well, though.
But Salah doesn't have style points.
Salah just has. He does.
So
to an extent,
he can score goals from way outside the box. He's dribbled past 5 players in a short space.
Yeah, but he has that one dribble.
Before. He's dinked. And what, Henry done that as well, bro? Or else Henry would have had way more goals. It's just the nostalgia in our heads of remembering did you ever watch, how many full Henry games did you watch?
No,
how many full that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. And this is what I'm saying. It's just nostalgia, bro. In 15 years, when people are watching Salah's highlights and they've got a 15-minute reel of this guy scoring,
you can say that about Gerrard then. Like, it's a nostalgia thing with Gerrard. You can say that about Gerrard. It's a bit of a nostalgia thing as well with Gerrard. Like, yeah, he was great, but Frank Lampard.
I watch Gerrard every single day, but I watched it. I watched Gerrard every single week in, week out, but I watched plenty of Frank Lampard back then as well. And if you would ask me who's the better overall midfielder,
and you're talking about numbers,
midfield, Gerrard's better. And Frank Lampard's better going forward, because that's what he was. He was more of a 10. He wasn't a box to box Frank Lampard. Show me how many goal scoring slide tackles you see Frank Lampard do.
I mean, he didn't do goal sliding.
Frank Lampard played.
He definitely was a box to box. I'd say he was a box to box for sure.
No,
Frank Lampard.
I'd say he's more of way more of an attacking box to box.
No, he was attacking.
The thing is as well.
He was also good at defending as well.
What you got to look at, and this is like different to the whole Salah Henry debate, because Salah has played in probably an equal team to what Henry played in. When you compare what team Frank Lampard played into to who Steven Gerrard was playing with, it's a full. Chelsea were like the team in the world at that stage. They were buying Michael Ballack. They had fucking Drogba. They bought all these top world-class players. Yeah, Gerrard played with Torres, but he also played with Dirk Kuyt, with David Engog. Like, some of these, like, we won the Champions League that year in 2005. I don't know how we ever won. But if you look at the two teams on paper, like Vladimir Smica.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. Like,
so obviously, he's going to have better.
I'm not taking it away from Salah. I think, like,
like you said, he's got that longevity in him. Where like that's why I'll give him over Henry. Like, you know what I mean? Henry sort of, you know, when he couldn't do it at Arsenal, he sort of went to Barca. You know what I mean? Like,
Henry was that good. He would have won the Champions League.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, so he had, like, so I get it. Like, so if he stays,
Salah's won a Champions League. Salah's got more goals than him. Salah's got more assists than him in fewer games. Mo Salah.
I feel like you've had this argument with a lot of Arsenal fans, so that's how you're prepared with the ammo.
No, because Salah just beat Henry's record in a shorter time frame. Henry has the 20 goals, 20 assist season. Salah doesn't have that yet, but he looks sure as hell to he's halfway through the season on.
Doesn't Kane have that as well?
Huh?
Harry Kane. Doesn't Harry Kane have that, or is it just Henry has it?
Henry.
Okay. Interesting.
And but Salah's beat all these other records. So I don't know, look, man, it's just nostalgia. It's like, all right, but Salah's not better than Henry because like Alan St. Maximin was a better dribbler than Henry. So yeah.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that. Oh, Jesus Christ. St. Maximin. He was a baller. Look, I'll give him that. He was a baller. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's great.
No. You're doing too much. No. Look, like I said, it's a longevity thing. If he stays till 35, like you said, in the Premier League and puts up not even the same number, similar numbers, then we can talk about greatest GOAT of all time in the Premier League. I won't disagree there. But for now, we can't put that title on him just because he's still playing. You know what I mean? Like he could do. Yeah. He could fall off for the next 4 years, or he could.
Henry fell off as well. He come back to Arsenal and was garbage.
Yeah, and that one season, I remember that was weird.
I still think of Prime Henry. Yeah, it was good, man. But like as well, I watched Henry, and some games I've seen him miss heaps of shit. Some games I've seen him shit defenders pocket him. Like it's not like he was tearing it up every single game, every single minute either. Like
definitely not. No, for sure.
And playing against a way less structured defenses compared to what they are now. There's way more science and shit going into football now.
All right. Like I said, I am not defending.
I can't disagree with him, mate. I think Salah's better than Henry.
Look, like I said, I'm not gonna. I disagree with you at the moment because I just think of like what Henry's done in the Premier League. But give it time, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what Salah can do. But yeah, look, like I said,
if he keeps going, they win the Premier League, wins the Ballon d'Or. You're going to say it then?
100%, bro. He'd be the best in the Premier League.
I'd say, then I'd say he's the best. If he does the same season, same numbers, and then wins the Ballon d'Or, I'd say he's probably the GOAT of the Premier League.
To be honest, I
didn't watch much on Henry.
He'll win a Ballon d'Or, but I'd love for him, but I just can't see him letting an African Arab win a Ballon d'Or for some reason.
Why not?
Because he's never got near it to this day yet. Like that guy has been. Salah has never really got near the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, and like the first season he come to Liverpool, scored like 40 goals in the league.
So you're telling me he's never been like nominated, like got to the top 10, top 5, or whatever it is, or
no, not to the final round, not to the top 5, and not.
That's
sorry. This scores and assists all the time, like constantly.
Yeah, he's been 8 games. He's done it 8 games in a row now. Scored and assisted in the same game.
Fuck.
In December,
I didn't watch much of Henry.
I sent it this morning. He's done 7 and 7. 7 goals, 7 assists in a month. 14 goal contribution.
Yeah.
I still think the best season I've seen is Ronaldo's, but at the moment.
Which season was that? The 08 season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that season.
I said the best season, but he's not the best player in the Premier League because he left too early. I think it's probably Salah or Henry, and at the moment I'm probably leaning to Salah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not taking it away from Salah.
and Salah has still a lot to prove. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, imagine what he can do.
You can do the whole thing with Alan Shearer scored more goals, but
yeah, but
like
no
one ever says he's the best. So
anyone can beat that. You know what I mean? So it's not like you know what I mean. It's not like it's I know it's the top high. Yeah, it's top high goal scoring, but it's there to be beaten. You know what I mean?
Like, I just feel like, you know, like why I did say that as well is because people are still comparing us. Hazard was better. It's like, no, Hazard's like was playing inside in the same team. Now Hazard's retired.
They're not even in the same position. Are they?
Yeah, I know that.
Because I've heard that comparison.
Hazard played right wing.
Because I've heard that comparison as well, but with De Bruyne, Hazard and De Bruyne, I'm like, okay. I'm like, first of all, I don't think they're even in the same position.
Yeah, I don't say that about like, Gerrard and De Bruyne. Like, that's like, you know, like who's a better midfielder? They're completely different midfielders. Them two. Like, how could you even compare them? No.
No, I'd compare De Bruyne with Lampard.
That's what I'm saying. They're completely different. No. Like, and I will admit that. I will admit that Frank Lampard was better going forward. He did score more goals. But I've just seen Gerrard.
De Bruyne's creativity is unmatched.
I just seen Gerrard just scored great goals when you needed them. When you needed a fucking goal in a big moment, he stepped up with like an absolute screamer. And it's like, I've seen Frank Lampard score plenty of screamers, but how many in vital moments where his team needed him to do it? Not as many as Gerrard either. So in terms of like, you know...
Look, I don't know the stats about Frank Lampard, but I'm pretty sure he scored in the Champions League final for them. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well. No, I'm just saying, like, like someone said, like he didn't do... We also did that as well. No, look, Frank Lampard was great. For sure,
he
was
a good player. Shit coach, so is Gerrard. Those shit coaches. So is Wayne Rooney.
What do you mean? All the English, all that golden generation, they're busted. The fact that you know what? The fact that Southgate out of that golden generation is the most decent coach out of all of them shows how shit they all are. You know what I mean? Like that's actually insane.
That's true.
Yeah, that's insane. But no, look, We'll see what happens. Like I said, if he stays in the Premier League, then I can't argue with it. You know what I mean? But there's still a lot way to go. Look, it's also about winning as well, like the silverware and stuff. Yes, he's won a lot. Yeah, but it's more about consistency.
Really?
No. For what he's done,
they haven't won enough. Yeah, for the amount of points we've got a season and how good we've been over the last 7 years, definitely haven't won enough Premier Leagues. Nowhere near.
That's it.
But anyways,
move on.
Look, so diversing off from Trent, I'll just obviously touch on Liverpool's season, last season. Been very good. More than expected, more than anyone expected. Yeah, been very good.
Great.
Like almost perfect. Just didn't see the ball guy doing so well. Just gelling.
I think no one did
so well. Like he's took what Klopp left behind and he's tweaked it a little bit to make us a little bit more, a bit smarter in how we play games. We're a bit more unpredictable in what we're going to do. We're not just going to be that relentless team that just like comes at you constantly. Like I've seen it against. Who was it against? A couple weeks ago, we're losing 1-0. I think it was against Fulham. No, not against
Fulham. Leicester.
It was against Leicester. And for the first half, we just kept whipping balls in, bro. Like exactly what we've done under Klopp. Just put 45,000 crosses into the box from Trent and Robertson. Didn't get a thing because they just had that many people in the box, compact as. In the second half, we smashed them and didn't play one cross into the box. Like we're just like coming through the middle, intricate passes, lots of movement, and cut them open. We're under Klopp. We would have just stuck with that same relentless attitude for 90 minutes, and we may have scored. There was a lot of times that I've seen we didn't score that. Teams would just do that, and I feel like that's what Slot's brought in. He's brought in a bit more of a, like, I'm not dissing Klopp. Like, I don't think Slot could do what Klopp had done to bring the club from that level up, like competing that well and get everyone behind it. And like from where we were to where Klopp got us in 4 years was incredible. I don't think Slot could do that, but I think given a very, very good team with very good individual players who already play good football, I feel like he's probably a bit better than Klopp is, to be honest.
Reckon he's better than Klopp?
In that regards to football and management, yeah. Yeah.
No, I think that's an insane statement. It's only his first season. Look what Klopp did for you.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm not even trying to tease you. You were a mid-table for the team back in there. You would finish 8th and 6th and shit. And I'm not even trying to banter you. Like, that's where I remember Liverpool from. Because I remember I watched with my brother. I'm like, why the fuck are you shit all of a sudden? And then he brought you to a standard, like you said, where you were competing, putting 90+ points against fucking us and shit. So
right. You're just literally repeating what I just said. You literally just repeated what I said.
Yeah, I know. I'm not repeating what you said, but I'm just saying it's like, I don't know. It's just insane to say that he's better, or just because of like 1.5 season. You know what I mean?
And this is what I said. In tactically tweaking your game, like having that actual tactical advantage, yeah, I think he's a better tactical coach than Klopp is. Do I think, what I just said, do I think he could do what Klopp done? No, I don't think he could. I don't think if you put Slot in Klopp's position initially, Slot would have done what Klopp done. No way. No. He doesn't have that. I don't think he has that ability to, like, awake a sleeping giant like Klopp does. Like, if Newcastle got Klopp, they'd be up there in 2 years, 3 years, like, severely competing, 100%. But, yeah, I just think in terms of, like, tactically tweaking stuff and, like, changing, adapting to games and opponents, yeah, I think he's better.
Look, I definitely agree that he is good at, like, his tactics are definitely more different. Like, he's not conservative, but he can play that conservative style.
He's got more of a broader, like, style of playing. Like, we don't just play one style of football. And, like, it was great to see. I love that attacking heavy metal, just going in for the kill football. But it did cost us sometimes, like against good teams like Real Madrid and shit like that. That style of football did cost us because we just pushed too much. That if they got one breakaway, you got good players, you've got a 3-on-3, they're going to score. You know what I mean? Like, it cost us against you a couple of times, or we done it. Like, sometimes we got the better of you, but I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like we've just got a bit more of a broader range of play styles that we're really good at. So it's good to see. Look, I would love the second half to go as good as the first. I do think there's probably going to be a couple of slight bumps in the road from here to the end of the season. But I hope not. But I do probably think
shit. So
that's the thing. I don't think any other team's going to produce perfect. Like, you know.
Oh well,
the thing is, Arsenal, like, they've won a couple games on the bounce, but you got players like Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus really performing. Them two do not keep it up for long periods of time. They explode in these short gaps, and everyone's like, look how good they are. And then for the next 10 games, you're going, oh man, like, why is this guy not playing?
Where's Jesus?
Where's Jesus? You know what I mean? And then he'll have 5-6 games.
We want Jesus.
Incredible. And then he'll go missing for 10 or 15 games. And that's exactly why City got rid of him. And Martinelli's done that his whole career at Arsenal. So I expect him fully to do the same. They've got
one good season
for the rest. No good season. No good Saka for the rest of the season. They're definitely going to drop points. And they're not going to have a perfect season.
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. Who do you feel is your title rivals in this situation? Is it Chelsea or Arsenal?
It's Arsenal.
Like if you had to pick,
Arsenal definitely. But honestly, like, I think we can pretty much, like, you know, a couple of negative results for Arsenal in the next couple of weeks. If we get a couple of positives, like what's happened in the last month or two, with Arsenal dropping a couple of points here and there, and us actually winning the games where they've dropped points. If we do that another two times, it's over. I reckon. Then we're already 9 points if we win our game in advance. Like, we've got to lose 3 games, which we've only lost 1 game up until now. Got to lose 3 games now to the end of the season, and Arsenal have to win every single one.
It's not about the losses as well. It's more about the draws. You know, the draws.
Yeah, we've drawn 3 times. We've drawn 3 times. Yeah. Arsenal have drawn. I think Arsenal have only lost 3 times, but they've drawn 4. Right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Draws fuck you up more.
At the start, they were going pretty bad.
Yeah.
Slowly getting better.
See, they had a little slump as well. The similar time from when we started our slump, but they got out of they got out of their slump. You know what I mean? So I think that cost them. You know what I mean? Like going into
like I said, they just had their best players just been ruled out for the season. Yeah. They played one game without him, and they done well, but I don't see it like continuing. Like they're not gonna. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I thought it was going to be Chelsea, but after Chelsea dropping those 2 stinker results, I can't even say it's Arsenal. But yeah, it looks like Arsenal is the closest to being your title rivals this season.
Nottingham Forest.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, boys. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, well, technically they are second at the moment, are they? So, they were second. They were second.
Arsenal, yeah.
My bad. I actually seen a funny meme about that. It's like because you're reversing him soon, aren't you? Or something like you're playing him soon anyway. And it said something like this will be the title decider next or soon or something like that. It's a fixture between Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. I'm like, that's you know what? That's not even an insane meme to laugh at because it could possibly be not a title decider, but you know, contribute to what happens towards the title. That for sure.
Yeah, like say if we were to lose to Forest, and they're I think they're only 7 points behind us, but we do have a game in hand on them too, so it can be 10. So my theory kind of goes out the window there. Because I was saying if there were 7 points and then they won and they were 3 or 4 points behind, that makes it a bit interesting. And we've seen it with Leicester, you know, like. And Nottingham Forest did spend decent money last season. Like they spent quite a bit of money on players. They got a decent squad.
Yeah, they got like 15 players last season.
Yeah, bro, they did very well.
2 seasons. 2 seasons they did this. They did that. If you can remember. So when they first came up, just to stay up, they bought a shitload of players. They bought literally a full squad. Yeah, they bought like a full squad, and because and the whole drama was going around was like they replaced the team that brought them up pretty much.
And then they didn't do that well. They didn't do
exactly. That well. They nearly got relegated. Then they got relegated with the team that they bought in. So it was like and then they sort of stayed up, and then they bought players again, but this time they kind of spent smart. You know what I mean? Which has proven to be dividends.
Yeah, gotta give credit to Nuno. He's done well.
Yeah. Give credit to the whole club, to be honest. Like, bro, it's rejuvenated Chris Wood's career. Bro, look at who the top goal scorers are at the moment.
You know what I mean? Apparently, some Italian clubs are interested. And I thought about it, and I said, that guy will go off in Italy. He will go off, man. Like, cross ball. Like, that guy will go off, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
just
bro,
defenders around.
There's a reason why Lukaku...
He did.
That's what I mean. There's a reason Lukaku loves Italy. So, you know what I
mean? Chelsea will buy him next
He's just the white Lukaku. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, look, it'll be funny. But no, fair play to
he's older. Lukaku's just a black wood.
It's just a black wood. Just a black wood. I better not chant that out loud.
Yeah, no.
Black wood. No, that's what he has. No, look, we'll see what happens. A lot of surprises in the top half of the table. But let's
Get to the bottom half.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom half.
Oh shit.
Well, like you said, we're almost there near with you, but you know.
No, we said if you started like how.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm making a joke.
Not now, but yeah, 14th. Wow. I don't know what to say.
Ten Hag. Should have kept Ten Hag.
Hey, I sent you that message.
The thing is,
I'm dying when you said that. By the way, Joey, listen to this. So I think which Newcastle game?
Newcastle.
Bro. Yeah, I didn't even know the result. I didn't even see the result. Oh, that's the first message I see in the morning. We want Ten Hag. We want. I thought it was in the chat. Like I thought it was you or something. I look, it's Jacob in my private chat. We want Ten Hag. We want Ten Hag. I'm like, look what this club has done to this man. He's asking for the other ball freak.
What do you mean? Amram's starting the ball already, bro.
He's gonna do what he does on the side.
Well, Bro's just going to Turkey. He just spent 60,000 in Turkey for nothing.
Man, you can't blame him. The players are fucking horrendous.
No. I'm not blaming him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in general. Yeah, I was only fucking around with that Ten Hag thing. But the season has gone fucking horrendous.
I didn't screenshot that, I promise.
I did say something the other day about Ten Hag, and like I think like a year on into his, or not even a year on into his managerial career at United, he said, I can't play my style of football because I don't have the players for it. So then for last season, he said he had to play not his style of football that he wants to play, but one that the team can play that's effective. And he didn't do the best. And then this season, he's obviously bought his players, tried his style, but only got 10 games in. So in a way, you're kind of like...
Hey, didn't even get to 10.
Can you even blame him? Can't even blame him. As you can see, it's not even... It's not the manager's like.
Told you it's them two players. Them two players that I keep whinging about all the time.
I don't think it's... I don't think it's the player. It's all right. It's definitely.
No, it's the two main culprits. So we need to get rid of Bruno and Rashford. That's the two people we need to get rid of before shit's going to change.
Well, he's got rid of one.
The last 4 games, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got rid of one. Rashford.
Yeah, well, he's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying Rashford hasn't played the last 4 games and he's still lost. So.
Yeah, but like I said, that's just all the players are shit.
Yeah.
But the attitude in the club starts with them too.
Attitude, yeah. Well, Bruno, I do think Bruno was unlucky to get that red card. That second yellow, I don't know. For me, that was a bit. I'm not really talking about that either. It's just in general, them two just need to go. This season, which as a captain, now I know I've been a captain myself. You can't get red cards when you're captain. You got to stay on the field. It's not good look, especially when the club isn't doing well.
That's an insane statement coming from you.
Most of the years I wasn't captain. I haven't been captain in my adult years, I'll say. When I was like younger, I was captain. When I was in my teens, young teens, early teens to mid teens, and then I never got red carded. Then I wasn't as dirty. It wasn't as much of a grub because I was a bit.
He did this last season as well. Remember, we're in the bit of a slump, and he got red carded last season as well. But I'm just saying, like in general, our season's been horrendous from start to finish, or halfway really. We had one win at the start, thinking that it's going to be good against Fulham, and then it just went downhill from then. I think we've got like
a good win as well. Fulham are flying.
Hey.
To be fair, that's a good win as well. Like Fulham are flying.
I think the only other teams that we've beat is like Southampton.
They are good.
We've fucking drawn against Crystal Palace and Ipswich, all the lower teams. lost against mainly all the teams at home. Been terrible at home, really. Like six out of 7 losses or something. It's not going well. I don't think we're getting relegated. Like, that's just a meme thing. We'll be back.
Yeah, you won't get. You are getting relegated.
No,
like
I said, even before this, I think that's like 2 months ago. I said these next 2 months we got really tough games. I wasn't expecting that Wolves one, but all the other games were probably losses. Tottenham, Man City, we somehow won. Newcastle, Aston Villa.
Even against City, but City scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes, yeah. So yeah.
And I'm not even trying to bet. And I'm not even trying to bet, but it was gifted as well. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It was like I think, like you said,
just imploded.
Like you said on the day, you were shit, but we were shitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
like even this week, we probably should have lost more than 2-0 to Newcastle. The first 30 minutes.
To be honest, you could have came back as well.
Yeah, Hoyland missed a chance. Casemiro, the dumbass, don't know what he was doing before halftime.
What do you make of
the keeper?
What do you make of the old situation regarding Xerxes? Unfair treatment from the fans at Old Trafford, or?
Yeah, definitely unfair from the fans. If you see Garnacho, when he came back out, he's like telling them like you just need to hurry up and clap him. But yeah, that was probably pretty bad from the fans to do that. It's not his fault. Our whole team's playing shit. Like, he is a reason because he's not really doing much. But
do you think that like Amron should have waited before subbing him off? Like, he should have waited till, or was he playing that bad that he needed to come off?
Bro, everyone was playing that bad.
Well, that's what I mean. Could he wait till half time and then got the sub off?
What he said was that they need another midfielder in there, and
another attacking mid.
They needed another midfield, like another player in the midfield, like that's the national midfielder. Because he said they'll get
left wing back. Midfield. Need a proper left wing back.
Because they had like Jolinton, Tonali, and Grimaris in midfield. They had to match them 3 for 3 because they won 11. So I can understand the tactical switch as a manager at a top club. If you see something that's you like, I need to change this. There's no minute that isn't acceptable. It's not on him.
Yeah, we're getting outrun in the midfield.
Yeah,
we couldn't even get the ball.
I feel like it wasn't a personal substitution. It was just that he's not going to be effective where he is. I need to get someone else in there who's going to help things out.
So why did the fans? This is more of a question for me.
Because the fans are just upset, bro. They're just upset.
Yeah, we're in the shit rut, man. We've lost like 5 games in a row.
So do you think if it was anyone else that got subbed, they would have booed him as well?
Probably.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I personally think, I think whoever was getting subbed off in the 33rd minute, no matter who it was getting booed and jeered, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we're already 2-0 down. Like,
it's a bad atmosphere. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like. That's what I was more perplexed about because I was thinking because I didn't watch the full game. I just watched the highlights, and obviously they didn't show everything. I was like, yeah, it looked like you said, it looked like the whole team was shit, not just one player was shit, and like you were failing because of him. You know what I mean? Like,
like you said, we needed more people in the midfield, and you can't be having people doing forward runs, and we don't even have the ball. So. Yeah. It did need a switch, put Kobe on to try to get the ball, but the fans were definitely wrong to boo him.
Shortly after the sub, he's nearly got back into the game after that tactical tweak, and then obviously Newcastle probably finished.
I was about to say that,
but the tactical switch did do something. So I don't think he was in the wrong for making that sub at that time.
Yeah, if those chances got put away.
Yeah.
What I like about him is if we are down, he'll sub straight away. Like, try to change the game straight away. Or even if we're down, like,
he did that in the derby. He did that in the derby.
Down, like 2-0 or 1-0, he'll take off a fucking centre back and put a striker or attacking person on. So he does go for it. It's just we're terrible at finishing in the box. But that's what I do like about him. He does go for it. Even when we're down, he'll throw all the attacking players on, take some defensive players off to try to get a result. You can see what he's trying to do. It's not working. We don't have the players. I think, like I said, it's like his little trial period for all the players to see who can fit in his system. At the moment, most of them ain't looking good. There's only like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, because this is what I was saying the other day. It was someone like a lot of Man United fans are saying that they want just play 4 at the back, like 3 at the back's not going to work with the players he's got. And I think this is where that thing I said about Ten Hag came up with, how Amram come out and said, "No, I'm not changing my playing style. Like, we play how I want to play, and if it's bad, we go bad," type thing. Where Ten Hag did switch up his playing style due to the players. So, what would you like to see at the moment? Would you like to see maybe going back to a back 4, and that maybe bringing a bit more stability?
No, he's got to stick to his guns.
Even if that means use like potentially getting relegated.
I mean,
the form they're in. If they continue on the form, they will get relegated, bro. They will.
I mean, look,
mathematically, if they win one game out of every 5 in the Premier League going forward, for the next 15 games, that's 3 wins. Like I'm just going off maths here, and the trend. You know, the graph of the trend of the form. And if that's anything to go off, like they might improve. They probably will improve playing his system, to be honest. But
yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We keep playing, we keep improving.
That's the risk, but it just them players can't do it, and they do get relegated. Would you? That was the question anyway. I don't know if you heard it fully.
What was that?
Would you? He said,
would you want to sacrifice your playing style at the moment to bring some stability, or are you willing to even risk potentially getting relegated based on the form you're in, playing his style of football?
No, I reckon just stick to it. I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're getting relegated. He just came in with the bad 2 months when we're versing every single good team. Like I said, that Wolves one wasn't expected, but every other team's pretty good. So I'm just hoping we improve by the time we get to them lower teams and start winning games, really. Because if we do get relegated,
you should really beat them.
I don't see us getting relegated, but I can see us finishing 12th. Like, I'm not even joking. I can actually.
Then comes the other flip side of that coin is that then you won't have as much money to spend. You won't make.
You probably won't. But
just based
he's a
on
young
how much
up-and-coming manager. I'm hoping he can spot talent and get them for cheaper. Like, bring some people in.
So especially done that pretty well at Sporting. He's done that pretty well at Sporting. So he's done that pretty well at Sporting.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we need a left wing back, like in January. That's what I'm hoping that we get. Like mainly because we're not, no one's doing anything down there.
Yeah, I did. That's what I was watching, and there's the Man United. How was it? I think it was Jamie Carragher actually analysing. I know you obviously hate Jamie Carragher, but it was just analysing the wing backs playing his system and like where they should be, like compared to his Sporting wing backs, and like you'd watch, like them wing backs would be like going forward, pushing their wingers back, and like creating the overlap and shit like that. And then obviously that's probably what they've done against City. And they beat City 4-1.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and they just overload. Yeah. And then that's not happening at United. So it might only be a small tweak that he needs, 1 or 2 players, and he might start performing better.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like if he gets not even all these players, just a few.
No. Yeah, if you got 1 or 2, even if you got two good players that could come in and really improve, I feel like obviously. We've seen that United team in the last 5 years. Like, there are some good players in there. Like Rashford, when he's confident, is a good player. Bruno, when he's playing well, is a great player. Yeah. But at the moment, they're all just.
Garnacho can put a shift in. Ahmed as well.
Yeah.
They got some ballers. It's just they're not balling at the moment.
No, none of them are.
Yeah. No, look, it'd be interesting. I feel like, they can't, like Sol said, I don't think they can do anything in January because he said they can't really spend at the moment. So I'm not sure how much of that.
Look, at the same time, there's bargains out there everywhere.
Look, there's definitely going to championship loans and shit as well.
We got Andy Robertson for $7 million from Hull.
That's what I mean.
Still up.
No, you're good.
Huh?
Both of them are fucking still up.
No, you're good. Well,
look.
Not much to add on. Very much to add on before we move on.
14th, man. Like, what the fuck?
Well, honestly, it could get worse this weekend because
it is. It's going to get worse for the next 2 to 3 weeks because I think we got Liverpool. After that, it's Arsenal. And then I think after that, I can't remember who it is. Pretty sure it's another hard game though. So we still got like 3 more hard games to play.
Yeah. Okay, maybe these relegation talks are happening. I don't know.
I feel it in like 10 games. I'll give you another 10 games. I'll get back to you.
He's throwing out the same game
from Amarum to interim. Holy shit!
Well, it's the 20th week, so halfway. We're halfway through the season now. So,
Rude, what are you doing?
Not too much with Leicester. Yeah, speaking of Rude, he gave us our first win in a while. So thanks to shout out to Rude. Look, it's gonna be an interesting game this week. Usually you turn up for these games, but
they do.
You do.
I'm putting predictions. Let's do the predictions right now. 4-0 Liverpool.
4-0 Liverpool. That's insanity. I wanted to say that. No, I'm joking.
I'm not even lying.
3-1 Liverpool. Oh no, 3-0 Liverpool.
I'm telling you, you listened to me like last week. No.
4-1 Liverpool.
I said 3-0.
4-1 Liverpool, just based on the fact that I think Gomez is out, so we'll have Kwanzaa and Van Dijk at the back.
Nothing. We can't score for shit.
Yeah, but you somehow probably will against us for some reason. I don't know. Last season he was shit as well, and he's beat us 4-3 somehow. 4-1. But I just feel like the difference in now and last year, they're playing 4 at the back. A bit more organised.
I think we're more organised now. We're just terrible.
Well, I feel like we're just going to take advantage of the system that he's played.
Yeah. Our wing-backs ain't going to be doing nothing. All they're going to be doing is defend. We're not going to be going forward.
I feel like we're going to just... And you know what? I'm going to argue. I reckon he's going to come for a draw. I reckon he's saying if we get an Anfield with a point, happy days.
I reckon you just score within the first 5 minutes.
If we do, I think we'll steamroll you like maybe even 7-8-0 or something. Because Anfield's going to be up for it. If an early goal rolls in, Anfield's just going to be.
I didn't say that.
To be fair, if your defenders played the same or similar way they played against us on the derby, then they might have a chance. Because to be honest, your defenders carried that game hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, Delete and Zorelli have been our 2 better players.
The game that you just won.
No, the game against us in this.
The derby 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 weeks ago they're playing a shit City team.
Yeah, but still, they. I'm just saying, if they defended well, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it interesting.
Correct,
No, I don't think it does it. 3-1 United. Let's go.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would.
You really switching it?
Ooh, Manchester friends.
We're gonna get fucked up.
Jamie Vardy. Ooh,
come on, Chelsea.
Oh my god.
Chelsea. They're
looks like you're buying me that jersey, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm still gonna get you an extra small one. Well, we never talked about the sizes.
Are we going on? What are we doing now?
What's that? Sorry.
Is that it?
Well, we might as well do the predictions and get it over and done with.
Oh, fuck. I don't see Nick on. So, do you just want to cut it so I can get these kids to bed?
No worries. Sounds good. In that case?
Huh?
In that case?
I don't think anyone's even on tonight. So, are they?
I don't know. You rally the troops, not me.
Maestro should be. 4's enough. Fuck it. I feel like playing.
Yeah.
Either way.
If not, if we get smashed within 2-3 games, we'll quit and go play Marvel.
In the meantime, actually, lads,
we're in fucking promotion. We've got 1 out of 1. We need to win this game. Yeah.
Yeah, such a dead game. I don't even know with promotion. I'm not gonna lie. This EA has been so shit. Just it's a bit of a form and it's a bit of the gameplay. I don't know. It's just not fun anymore. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm down to play, but we need more players.
It is fun. It is fun.
We need more players. We need more players.
Some players
you might need to switch. You might need to switch.
At the moment.
So if anyone's watching,
at the moment,
come join.
People just need to, we're in a bit of a rut and we need to dig ourselves out. We need to, go back to basics.
Go back to basics.
That people only want to be there in the glory days, you know what I mean? No one wants, people just want to. They want to be there on the Friday
anymore.
Yeah, no one wants to play their positions they came into the team in. It's all over the shop.
Yeah. If I speak, I'm in trouble. Lads. Until next time, I've been your host, joined by my 2 co-hosts. Peace in the Middle East. Till next time. Yeah.
Adios.
Amigos.